Hello everyone, it's Chu here, and so I will be continuing on the SPKI stuff. Today I want to talk about prerequisites on SPKI. Knowing the type of application, the list of applications can be grouped into several types, which are server applications, client applications, and offline applications. Before this can be used, some software will required in order to run them. While upgrading the .NET version will be a good thing, such a thing may only be doable on my side if the source code requires .NET version upgrading. Doing so at the node operator or client side will result in application instability. Preliminary check on extracted source code will be required. Any file .csproc will need to be checked. Inside the file will show what is the .NET version being installed and used. If my memory serves me right, all the software suites were using .NET 8 to program and run. Hence, a safer method will be to pre-install .NET 8 SDK on the targeted machine. For Windows devices, installing .NET 8 SDK from the website will do. For Linux Ubuntu, running apt install .NET SDK 8.0 will do. If this approach is not doable, then a Windows machine or device will be required. This is because the server applications require node operators to manually build the software from source code and deploy it into the node. ASP.NET Core is the .NET variant that the server applications use. Although it can support Linux, macOS, and Windows, the default environment has been set to Linux. The list of commands to be used from terminal, console, command prompt are .NET Build and .NET AnyApp.dll. A detailed explanation will be given on targeted application later. If the steps given here for Linux is not workable, can contact the author for further assistance. SPKI TL Server App, SPKI TL Server App CM, SPKI ML Server App, SPKI ML Server App C App. These four applications need to be run on server side. Without C App on its end, refer to it is a web API application. Having C App on its end, refer to it is a command line application. It needs to be paired with Linux cron job or cron tab for automation with a configured duration. Without cron job and the likes, having only the server applications will not be functionable. By default on the test environment I have, it is running on 24/7 with TL running once every day's GMT plus X 10 AM and ML running once every day's GMT plus X 11 AM. It needs to have 4 data which is hard-coded by node operator by default. MSC seed and encryption seed need to be inputted by the node operator into the respective source code file. 2 sealed box public keys also need to be inputted by the node operator into the respective source code file. Some duration can also be configured by node operator. These durations include the validity of challenge, authorized users information, and signed records. Other than the stated information, certain files will also be required by the application or server during runtime. It is hard to describe as of now, as this is not a proper video on how to set up and run the server-side code. However, the default test environment will require either two top-level nodes and one middle-level node, or two top-level nodes and two middle-level nodes. While there may be plans to expand the amount of supported nodes on top level, that is something unavailable as of now. Having extra top-level nodes do not help as well in current MVP stage. ON refers to operator node or node operator. AU refers to nodes authorized users. EU refers to nodes end users. ON is an offline client-side application by default. However, some of the information created by ON application will need to bring over to server or operator side. AU application is considered as half offline and half online. The operator needs to have some form of initial communication with authorized users. Then the node operator needs to manually put the information in database and the server side. EU application is considered as fully online application. End users need to wait for the server side's command line application to be run before able to do certain operations. Further explanations will be given in later videos. SPKI Crypto Ops app and the OOB functions of all the client applications considered to be fully offline applications. This app primarily focuses on digital signature, key exchange, secret key, and end-to-end encryption operations. Thank you.